21 degrees. You all day today, I've been having trouble in traffic. Like, people going really slow. Oh, let me lower this. People taking their time. What else? People taking up 2 lanes even. Like, they can't make up their mind if they want to go into the middle lane or stay in the inside lane or go to the outside lane. Yeah, some of them even, they're riding like that. They're riding in the middle lane, and then they decide, oh, I want to go to the outside lane. And I'm like, what? Like, what in the world are you doing? So I have to, like, basically go slow behind them until they make up their mind where they're going. Oh, and then earlier, after my counseling this morning, I went to the store where once again I spent $80. I tell you all, it's always 80 or more. Anyhow, when I came out, somebody had put their shopping cart right behind my car, and I just right behind my car, but touching the back of my car, like it was done on purpose. Like they personally put it there, like, yeah, I'm gonna put it right here. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, why would you do something like that? You know? And I was looking around to see if I could see who did it, but I don't know who did it. But I'm like, really, people? And the place to return the cart is not even that far. It wasn't. I never parked that far from one of those because I always like to put my cart up, right? But apparently some people are too lazy and disrespectful to do that. So yeah, that kind of upset me. I went ahead and put my cart up, and then I had to take that cart and put it up because, I mean, obviously I couldn't back up with it behind me. I just moved it to the side to where, oh, this road, to where I can put my groceries away. But yeah, I was telling my counselor all about how I've been feeling lately and how I've, you know, like I'm tired of this world already. And oh great, that was a rock. From who? Y'all heard that, right? They're working on these roads still. They're on this side of town. And rocks are just flying everywhere. But that was a bad one. I don't see it where it hit. But I'll check again when I get home. Usually I would see it right away. This other truck wanted to get in the way right now, and I'm like, no, I'm turning. I'm not going to wait. I'm turning. Like, you can wait. I'm telling you, people lately have been driving. They're so entitled. I wasn't saying anything bad. I was saying that I was stopping.
I thought you were my wife, but we have the same kind of car.
Oh no! Oh, there she is. Bye. He thought I was his wife. I thought he was trying to stop me, and I'm like, what? That was funny. I needed that. Okay, that made my day right there. That was funny. You all. That was funny. I thought he was telling me, like, stop. Like, why are you going? Like, I was like, okay. And I said, no, I wasn't trying to rush you all. Like, because I guess his mom was crossing to get to the restaurant, and she was on a walker. And I was like, no, I wasn't telling you to hurry up or anything. I was waiting back there. And he's like, oh, no, I thought you were my wife. She has the same kind of car. I was like, oh, okay. And then all of a sudden she pulls in, and I'm like, I ain't gonna get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble here. So anyhow, yeah, I was telling my counselor how I had been feeling. Like, I checked out. That was really funny. I needed a laugh because you all lately. I'm still looking to see if I see the rock where it hit me. I think I found it. Let's see. I think that's it right there. Shit. Look. am I gonna straighten you all out? But does that look like where it hit? I don't know. I'll find out when I get home. I'll see if I can take it off or not. Or I hope not, because my other car, it probably isn't, because there's another little spot over here. My other car got one really bad, and then it got another one to where it started to crack. Anyhow, yeah, I've been feeling like I'm tired of people, you all. Like, I know, Moon, that's not very Christian-like, Moon. And then you put a video yesterday about weeding out the weeds and all the parable of the weeds. Explain. I know, you all, but I'm tired. I'm just tired. And here's this man wanting to come in. He's handicapped. Look, I'm faced with these situations all the time, y'all. All the time. And I always have to be the nice person. So anyhow, I will let you in, sir. I will let you in. Hold on. Oh, he's going around me. Okay, I would have let you in. There's somebody behind me too. I'm so hungry. All I ate was one waffle this morning, and I got weighed and I gained 5 pounds. And I'm like, fabulous. That's all I needed. But I really need to get my butt to get up and go walk. I get up early enough. I just need to get myself out there, you know? But sometimes I'm not even motivated to do that. I'm kind of like, do I really want to like face the world this early? You know what I mean? And I don't know. You know, I'm just all over the place. I really am, because for one, I'm hungry right now, and secondly, like I said, I'm tired of people. And my daughter-in-law texts me, mind you, she had distanced herself since our last conversation after the argument she had with my son. And I was like, don't mention that in front of the kids, yada yada. She distanced herself. But then all of a sudden, I can throw this one away. All of a sudden, she texted me the other day, not yesterday, the other day. I don't even know what day I'm on. I just said it right now. It's Thursday today, so she texted me on Tuesday. And she was like, I need your help. I need for you to help me pick up my son at 4:45 on Wednesdays and Fridays, because he started the chess club. And she said my son's name. He's been working he goes in at 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. and he has the car. So I need help picking my son up. And I was like, okay, so are you telling me that I'm responsible to help you because my son is using your car? Is that what it is? Because that's the way you worded it, you know? So I was like, Moon, behave. Don't take it like that. And so I was just like, and she's like, it's starting this Friday. This Friday, we have to go pick him up. And I was like, okay. And once I said okay, all of a sudden she adds, and it's for the rest of the school year. And I'm like, excuse me? But what? You mean till August of next year? What? And I'm kind of like, okay, look, that's a commitment. That's not even a favor anymore. It's a commitment. And I'm like, she's being really unreasonable with me, making me want to help, or feeling obligated to help, because my son is working and using the car in the evening time. I'm like, that's not my fault, you know? And not just that, you all, but one of her friends that works across the street, snotty little girl, she's in her 20s, by the way, and not because she's in her 20s, but just her character, the way she acts, I just don't care for. she comes from money. She's always talking about daddy this, daddy that, daddy bought me this, daddy gave me this. And I just don't care for her attitude, you know. And anyhow, every day she goes to the apartment to eat. I've already explained how my son and my daughter-in-law and the kids, they live a few doors down. Well, every day she's there. And whenever she's around her friends, she acts a certain way. She acts like they're more important. A different character comes out, okay? And when she's around me, she acts like I owe her, you know? And I'm like, what the hell, you know? And so I'm like, I was telling my husband, like, how come she doesn't ask her friend to take her? Why doesn't she ask her friend, hey, can you on Wednesdays and Fridays take me to go pick up my son? You're just across the street. Is it all right? You know, can you come over and take me to pick up my son at this hour? Now, I know if I were to tell her that, she'll say, like, well, it's because she works until 5, yada, yada, yada. Okay, well, then maybe she can take her lunch break at that hour, leave an hour early or something. I don't know, figure it out, you know. But I'm like, why am I obligated? Why are the friends treated way better than I am? And anyway, what it comes down to is that my counselor says, yes, I understand what you're saying. You feel like you're giving, and not getting anything back. And I'm like, exactly. Hold on, you all. Okay, you all, there was a lot of people here, so they had me come to the other lane. And so anyhow, yeah, like my counselor was saying, she goes, you feel like you're giving so much and you're not getting anything in return. I said, exactly. And this is not just with my daughter-in-law. This is also with the neighbor that you all know about already, the special neighbor. This is also with my cousin who recently just got back into my life. You know, she came back into my life. We had stopped talking for like 2 years. And we just started talking again. But now she's going back the old road where I'm just going to call you when I have problems with my boyfriend to tell you all about it. And that's it. You know, and if there's time, we can discuss what's bothering you, you know, type of thing. And I'm like, and she does. She will, you know, sometimes. She will do that. However, you know, I got an order here for get a mammogram, and I don't know how I feel about that, because I've heard people say that mammograms are not good. Maybe a sonogram, but not a mammogram. But anyhow, and then the doctor also recommended for me to take some other kind of vitamins so that I could have bowel movements, because I told her, yeah, I kind of feel like I kind of constipated. They did a urine test and everything came out fine. But I'm like, I am not going to take all these other things, you know, like I'll get a different probiotic. The other probiotics are working really good for me. I know, TMI. Okay, I'll shut up about it. But anyhow, yeah, like, I feel like, and she also said something like to where along the line, like, you want to be wanted and needed. However, they're kind of like taking advantage of that, you know. And I'm like, exactly, like it all goes back again to where it's I need your help, not your presence. And I'm more like, I need your presence, not your help, you know. Like, of course I need help. Everybody needs help at one time or another, right? Should I move more forward? Because this car behind me moved forward. There. But I'm like, I would prefer like the friendship, the companionship, you know, whatever, the conversation, more than help. Like, help wise, thank God, you know, I don't need it. That's my husband, you know. If I need help, I go to my husband for anything, you know. But as far as like anything else, like relationship wise, like friendship, a family ship, I don't know if that's a word, I don't I don't ask anything. I never ask for anything. And yet I'm always asked. Like next month, my daughter-in-law and my son and the kids, they're all going to go to SeaWorld. And I'm happy for them. But then they're like, we need somebody to watch the cats and the dog. And I'm like, oh, where's your friend? You know, like, can we have the friend come over and do that? Because I'm like, it's too much for me to do Wednesday and Fridays for the whole school year and then also watch the cat and the dog. The cats, actually, and the dog. No, I'm not your personal assistant. I'm not your Uber. You know, this is not right. And that's what really worries me, you all, because I'm like, God forbid anything should happen to my husband. And I keep telling him this. You do not have any life insurance. I happen to go bye-bye. My number's up. Nobody's going to give a crap. Nobody's dependent on me. Not even you. My younger son can go live with his dad. My older son's already with his girlfriend. Nobody's going to miss me, you know? But you go, and I am screwed. I am royally screwed. Because the only people that are going to take me in is my older son and his girlfriend. And guess who's going to be the next nanny? Me. Do you think I want to live the rest of my life being told, oh, I need you to go do this, I need you to do that, I need you to do this and take care of this and do that, and can you do the dishes too while you're at it, because you used to do them before? You think you can tidy up the place? I mean, you are living here, you know, and we're letting you stay here, so you think you can help with that? You know, I could just imagine. And I don't want to do all that. I don't want to live that kind of life. So I'm like, I tell my husband, you need life insurance. Because if you go, I need to have whatever I can have to go get my own place. I'll get a mobile home, even though I don't like mobile homes, but I'll get a mobile home and I'll live in that. You know, I'll live in a mobile home, but at least I'll be at peace, you know? But this other way, I'm just going to go from one hell to the next hell to finally the final hell, you know, before I go. I am not going to do that. I won't even say it. I was going to say, if something like that happens, that's it. I will check out. I will check out, because no way am I going to spend the rest of my life being a maid to anybody. No way. You know? That's why I've been trying to, like, go back to school so that I can get some kind of certificate, something to help me so that I can be employable again, so I can be supporting myself. You know, I would be more than happy to be alone with my cat or cats. Hang on, y'all.
This is the Bacon Wrangler and the number 4?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. This Dr. Pepper is a little wet. You all, here comes the rain. It's getting dark. If you notice that the sun has gone, that's why. But anyhow, yeah, like I said, I will check out for sure. I'm not going to spend... I had a really bad time growing up with my mother, who I had to work for everything. I couldn't enjoy my childhood at all. It was like, no, you're going to get up early, you're going to clean, you know, and you're going to do this and this and this. I was never allowed to sleep in, you know. Right now, I am spoiled. I'm literally spoiled because... Let me see if I can go through here so I don't have to go down 10th Street again. I'm literally spoiled because I get to get up at 7:30 or 8 o'clock. I don't have to get up by a certain time. You know? I don't have to get up at 6. I don't gotta rush to go anywhere. so did my brain. But you all know what I mean, you know. I want to spend the rest of my life being happy, not having to force myself to be happy. Another thing is, you all know how I've been feeling about my church lately. Ooh, I came too fast through here. Somebody really decorated for Halloween, and I came through too fast that I can't show you all. But I was telling my counselor about church, how I've been feeling about my church. Like, I'm like, is it my faith, or is it just me being tired of people? What is it? Like, I don't understand why I feel the way that I do, right? And I don't want to get bitter. I don't want to get bitter, and I feel like I'm going that direction. And then I was like telling her, maybe, you know, honestly, some of it is because of my so-called friend. She has the nerve to tell me how she goes to lunch with some coworkers, how she goes to lunch with that person, this person, but yet her and I have never gotten together after she kept pestering me for over a month for us to go eat, okay? And she's not mentioned it ever again. And that's kind of like what I was telling her, my counselor. I said, I'm tired of these people in my life that are like, we should, but it never happens. You know, I'm like, I don't need you. I don't need you in my life. I don't need that we should. It's either we will or not, you know? And anyhow, I was telling her, my counselor, that maybe I should start going to the second service instead of the early morning service. Maybe I need a different crowd. Maybe if I just don't go when she goes, that way I can still sit where I want without her. And it sounds cruel, but how cruel is she being to me? She's the one being cruel to me, you know, acting like you're my friend at church, but then, and trying to make plans with me, but you never follow through. That's cruel. To me, that is cruel. That stings, you know? So I'm like, how could it be cruel if I go to the second service, and if I just tell her, you know, I've been thinking about maybe trying out the second service for a change. I feel like, you know, the 10 o'clock service, maybe it's just not for me anymore. Maybe I need to switch it up. You know, why not? Why can't I tell her that? And why do I owe her an explanation? I don't. And that's just it. I feel like I owe people an explanation when I don't. These people are not my friends. These people are not my family. And even if they are my family, I don't owe anybody an explanation. I'm an adult. Why do I need to explain why I feel the way I feel? Why do I need to explain why, no, I can't, or I don't want to, you know? Like, why can't I just do that? There's something wrong with me that either way, whether I do things for people or not, they still take advantage. They still are rude to me. So what's the point, you know? What is the point of me being nice and saying yes all the time and going out of my way if I'm still going to get screwed? I don't know, you all. It's just, I feel like I have no control over my life. And I need to get control of it again, because I feel like it's using a lot. All of this stress is using all of my energy, and I need to put my energy into being happy and not pleasing people that are not willing to please me in return. So anyhow, I love you all. Thank you for listening. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye.